And hello, Daily Mail, Facebook Live Land. I'm Elizabeth on the video desk, and I'm here with Nicolette. And
Hello.
she is our fashion beauty expert, and she is giving these lovely ladies a Halloween makeover.
Ooh.
Can you tell us about what you have created here?
Yeah, so I have selected 2 looks for Halloween. These are really easy things you can do at home. Clearly, we've been working hard, but we have a skeleton, which I think later we're turning into a skele-kitty, last I heard.
Wow.
And then we have our sort of zombie Bride of Frankenstein. Once we do the hair, it'll be a little bit more clear.
Here's Bride of Frankenstein.
Seriously interested in this as well.
And they're partially done, okay? They're partially done.
So before we let Nicolette finish up these lovely looks, this costume I'm wearing, an astronaut, it's from Tipsy. And I also have my compadre Kevin on social, who is, you know, as a hot dog, which is great. Come over here. So yeah, you know, Tipsy, thank you, lovely Halloween costumes.
Mustard or ketchup on?
I think he has both. He's got a belt, a condiment belt.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
It's very important.
It is.
And all right, so are there any questions? Do we have questions from people?
No, but how people you can ask.
Okay, all right, yeah, people, you can ask questions. You know, this is live, so I'm gonna, you know, let Nicolette take it away.
Ooh, take it away.
I can hold the mic.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't we start with our skeleton look. This is something that's really easy that you can do at home. You pretty much need white makeup and black makeup, and then you just have to blend and draw it out so that it looks like a skeleton. So I'm going to finish this look so you can kind of see where I was going with this. But before I do that, I just want to give you a general idea of what I did to achieve the white makeup. I basically took my lightest foundation and I mixed that with Halloween makeup I found at the drugstore, really easy, and then I just painted her face. Then took a black eyeliner by BU. You really don't need to spend a whole lot of money on your eyeliner. This is great. You can get this on CVS.com, Target.com. Great quality for a great price. And I just outlined wherever I wanted to fill in those sockets with black. And then what I did is I took a gel liner. Now I actually really like this line. This is Beauty Bakery. And most of what I did here today is it's like just from gel liners that you can find right at home. So I'm going to add to the very messy palette I have right now just to show you how you can do this. So essentially, you are going to take a brush and just, you know, fill in, close your eyes for me. You're just going to fill in anywhere you want that black to be black. So turn a little bit this way for me. Now what I like about gel liners is that you probably already have it at home. You know, and they tend to be very pigmented. Now, if you don't want to use a gel liner, of course you could always go and get your black Halloween makeup and then just paint it on. So I'm just filling in here what I did.
We have one question
okay.
Out here from Sean Paul Gilbert. How long does it take to do this makeup?
Oh, this one about 20 minutes, but I worked pretty fast. And it kind of depends on how detail-oriented of a person you are. But if I just can simplify this for you, if you look at her face, I mean, we just have white and then black going on here. So, I mean, there's not that much to it. So, you know, everybody has like the eyes and the nose, and you just fill it in. So, here we go. Make sure to cover all those spaces. It gets a little weird around there.
Some people were interested if it has to be kind of like special Halloween costume, Halloween makeup, or if you have just you use general makeup you can buy at like a Walgreens or.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be expensive, you know. It doesn't. It can be Halloween makeup if you do get the black and the white typical Halloween makeup at a drugstore. Use that. I mean, I'm using a combo of Halloween makeup for the white, and then this gel liner, which, you know, if you wear gel liner, if you like to line your eyes, you probably have gel liner at home. But either one works. Any more questions, or I'll kind of show you how I did the lips here, or the skeleton stitching teeth, or whatever that is. So to make it look really kind of real, I actually like to put a little bit of, this is actually a cream shadow stick by Laura Mercier, and I take this and I put it right in the lips so that you get that eerie kind of dark, smoky, black look. So open your mouth just a little bit for me, just so I can show everybody. And we're gonna take that right in there to make it, oh, got on your teeth, but you're not gonna be smiling anyway if you're a skeleton. And move that in there. Now, if you wanna blend it out, guess what? You can take the same little brush. This is like a paddle brush. I got this at MAC, but typically I use this for better makeup, but you know what I'm doing, like bridal and stuff. But here just is a way to blend this out.
If you wanted to make it scary, what would you add to it? Like, would you add blood, like, to make it, you know, more scary than glam?
Well, first of all, she's gorgeous, so she's naturally glam. But when you're doing skeleton, you know, if you want to make it glam, obviously, you know, what you style with matters. But if you want to make it scary, I would actually do colored contacts. You know, you can go to a Halloween store, get the contacts that are like that eerie kind of really light blue, or that, I've seen those kind of like fiery brownish ones, and that should make it super eerie.
Do you have any, Abby Smith wants to know if you have any blending tips.
For, in what sense? Like the white makeup?
I guess so.
So, it's always good to start with a good canvas. You want to make sure that your face is moisturized. First, exfoliated, that really matters, but also moisturized. And then for blending, I typically, most of the time I use a stippling brush because I feel that if you're doing this, if you're doing, you know, regular makeup, it gives you a nicer kind of even coverage on the face. Today I took, you know, it was like a typical old school foundation brush, and I made sure just to kind of dip in here, you know, use my hand as that mixing palette, and then just, you know, work with the skin to give that even coverage. The good thing is that when you're using a white Halloween makeup and a foundation that you probably already own, you can make it so it doesn't look too opaque. It looks a little bit more natural, kind of like a natural skeleton, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, let's keep going for a little bit. Like we want to see more.
Yeah. So close for me? Yeah, good. So as you can see, I'm just drawing on her teeth. I already started this line going up this way, so I'm going to just eyeball it here and try to get it about equal. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it is Halloween, and it's time to play and have fun. And so I put about 3 little lines there, so I'm going to do the same thing here. So like 1, let's see, 2, and then 3. Okay? And then so now we created that on both sides. If you want to deepen it, you could probably just go right back into that gel liner. Now I haven't even tried this, but hey, it's all about sampling and trying different things. You know, you could probably just take a darker gel liner and go back in here and see what you can do to deepen that a little bit. And the good thing about gel liner is that it's very long wear. Open your mouth a little bit. And this is really something that you can do right at home. With makeup brushes you can get at the drugstore, at a Target, a Walmart. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money, which is great. And then turn this way for me. I'm just going to deepen you a little. I also think that it is important when you're doing Halloween makeup to also do the hair. You know, you don't want to forget the hair. The hair kind of completes the look, just like your costume will complete the look, so will the hair. So, I mean, this we did, what, in like 2 seconds? I mean, this was so easy. Popped it into a ponytail, took some spider webs that, you know, we put in the windows that we have at home, and then I found, again, spray just got at my local drugstore, and I just sprayed her hair right there to give that look.
Would you ever use fake blood?
Well, on the skeleton, typically, I don't know if like we use fake blood. We're gonna save the fake blood for the zombie. Skeletons, at least from what I've seen, I haven't seen so much fake blood.
I'm dead.
But again, it's it's Halloween. Like it's about playing and having fun. I do want to give you a little trick here, though, that you probably didn't even really notice, but you think looks really good. So if you check her out here, she has some contour going on. Yes, we can contour on Halloween too. I know. Okay, so you see this purplish here? It makes her look a little bit more dead. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my gel liner, also by Beauty Bakery. Found a couple of these. And I'm mixing kind of these eggplant colors, burgundy colors, if you can see. And I'm going to take that stippling brush I was telling you about earlier and just pat it into the color. Now, you don't want it to be super concentrated because then it's going to come, it's going to be too dark. So turn this way for me. And it's better to start a little bit lighter and then to build that coverage. All right, so we're going to go right in here. Look at me here. I think she looks pretty spooky if you ask me. And this is so great because it's a classic. This is a makeup look that you can wear really year after year. It never goes out of style. It's something you can easily do on the kids. Even if, you don't have any parties to go to, but you're going to be opening the door for the trick-or-treaters. I mean, just think how happy they'll be to see you with this skeleton makeup. And even if you don't have a costume, put on a black shirt or like a black and white striped top. As demonstrated. I'm going to now take a smaller brush and I'm going to deepen her a little bit right here.
So if you haven't had time to go get a costume and you want to, get something together really quick with a few of these makeup tips and, some wardrobe advice, what could you be?
Well, I love Halloween, but I'm also really kind of practical and I hate spending a lot of money on a costume I'm going to wear once. So I've always been one to think that you can get away with wearing a black dress or, just something pretty simple if you do the makeup and the hair. Now, a few years back, here's kind of an interesting story. My husband and I, we went as Day of the Dead. So I did Day of the Dead makeup on myself and for him. I went to a thrift store and I think I went flea market shopping. I think I got my whole costume for probably $10. He took black pants, white shirt. We went to the fabric store, got this red kind of belt. It was like a bow that we made into a belt, a red bow tie. We did a look like this and the look was done. So, I think you have to be a little bit creative. That's really what it comes down to. And hopefully, you'll get to be a little bit more creative with this inspiration. One thing I'd like to add, if you do have a little bit more time when you are doing Halloween makeup, is, and again, this is just if you're a little picky like me, I'm going to even kind of deepen out and smoke out that contour with a, this is like a powdery shadow that you can use on your eyes, on any given day, but I'm going to take it, and this is by Face Stockholm. Where's my lid? Here it is. This is sort of like a dark charcoal color. With that same brush I used to use the gel liner, and then just tap it in here and just really smoke that out. So I'm pretty much using 3 colors on her face. I think it's 3. Like the white, the black, this purpley color, and then this grayish color to just deepen and smoke that out.
And are we ready to move on to our next?
I mean, I think she looks great. What do you think?
Scared.
Give me those characters.
We can totally move on. That's the Skelikitty. Skelikitty. If you want to make it Skelikitty, just as I was saying, you just have to draw on those black whiskers. So, okay, so moving on, this is my zombie zombie kind of bride of Frankenstein. You know, I love this makeup because this is really a way to be diverse. If you want to go in that direction, you can be bride of Frankenstein. If you want to stay zombie, like, it's just an all around, all-purpose great look. So if you take a look, we use that same combination. We did the white face makeup, so I'll put a little bit here just to show you because I want to finish, turn this way for me, I want to finish this cheek. And then I took my palette, I took the lightest shade in my makeup palette. And you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You know, you don't need the perfect match because the idea is we're just going to try to lighten and look very eerie and spooky. Okay, trying to find a space on my hand here. So let's just kind of blend this on. Now if you notice, my hand is not heavy. I have a very light touch when I'm applying this makeup. And this is to ensure that we get that nice even coverage. Look up for me, eyes all the way up. And you know, if I want to build onto this, I can. So we're going to just continue here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just dabbing and then little by little whitening her out. How you doing over there, skeleton?
Good. So a lot of it is about contouring, right? To get a kind of Halloween look.
Contour is one of those things that makes a difference, but you don't really see it per se. It's one of those makeup techniques that, you know, give that extra something to the face. So, you know, could I leave her completely white? Sure, I could do that. And would she look great? Yeah. But doing that extra contour in here, you know, if you can see, just makes her look a little bit more dead. Sorry.
What do you have on the side of her face?
I drew some stitches, which I'm going to talk to you about in a little bit, and then we're going to add some fake blood there. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. That was something I did very simple. I just used a couple eyeliners and lip liners I had from BU Cosmetics and drew that on.
So like kind of even a really simple look would just be kind of make, you know, put makeup on to make yourself look a little paler, some dark eyeshadow, and just, you know, put on, you know, all black clothes.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's you know, you can make this as simple as you want, and just what you said, you know, if you're not really creative or you don't have the time, take that white makeup, white out your face, take a little bit of, you know, like a black eyeshadow, black liner, and you know, and just deepen those eye sockets, make yourself look tired. That's the idea. Okay, so I think we have most of her foundation on here. You know, and if you want to make this even whiter, go for it. I'm now going to take my, what did I use on this side? Was it I guess I used a pencil over there. I'm going to take that same pencil, just wipe off the tip that I used to draw on her face, and then just deepen under the eye. So look up for me. All right. Look over there, actually. Up and over there. So when you're doing this on yourself, you don't need those directions, but when you're doing it on somebody else, look at me, huh? And that way. You know, what's great about Halloween is that it doesn't have to be perfect. If you were to do a bride on her wedding day, that's a different story, but it doesn't have to be perfectly blended. It doesn't have to be, you know, the colors don't have to be just right. These are the colors I chose. Look down for me. So, I mean, I used a lot of colors here and crazy eyelashes, but, you know, lift up your eyes. But you can make it, you know, kind of as intense or simple as you wish. And where do I want to go? Let me actually do a little bit more contour here. So
is Halloween your favorite holiday to get dressed up for makeup?
I
for all
love
this?
Halloween. I don't know, I just love it. I think it's so fun. I think it's always great to walk out the door and feel confident, whether you look like a zombie or you look, like you're ready to attend a party. But I think Halloween is just a way to be a kid again.
What are some of your favorite costumes that you've worn in the past?
I didn't find any matching
Ooh, and it's so funny you asked me because I don't even know what I'm going to be this year. I loved being a sugar skull. I loved it. I thought it was so fun. I got to do my makeup kind of like this, but I painted on some flowers. That was a lot of fun. It was really creative, and it was before everybody was a sugar skull or a Day of the Dead type thing. So just to show you again, if you're just tuning in now, this is by Beauty Bakery, and I'm using a color that is more on the burgundy side, and just popping my stippling brush in there. Have a little bit too much product on my brush, it happens too, and then just contouring her to make her look like she's been gone for a while, if you know what I mean. And you know what, look, if you mess up, and we all mess up, just take a cotton ball. Or if it's a little bit too much, so you just take that and blend that out. Let me see you. Good. Before I go to the stitches, I want to move to her lips. I have a little kind of hint here for you. To really deepen that lip and make it look very zombie-esque, I'm going to use my black eyeliner. Open a little bit more for me. Go like this. Yeah, I'm going to use my black eyeliner to line her lips. And relax. Open a little bit. Good. And just fill in those lips. By the way, this is all by that BU. This liner is the same I've been using for everything. And fill it in, really deepen that. Can you close your eye? Good. And now I'm going to take, this is great. This is by Beauty Bakery again. This ultra kind of dark purple. It's a really long-lasting lipstick, but the black underneath will make this look even darker, a little bit more appropriate for Halloween. Nice open for me there.
Would you put lip liner with this as well, or no?
Sure, you could do that. I took my black eyeliner and I did that, but if you have can you, for me a little? If you have a really dark lip liner, you can use that. Open a little bit more for me. A little bit more. Sorry. And let me see. Good. So, you get the idea. You're going to fill in, make this as dark as you want. If you want it even darker, hey, who's to say that you can't use a black lipstick? Or even more of a black liner.
Can we get both of the lovely models to just come a little closer to the camera so that people can see a nice close shots?
Gotta put my fake blood on.
Nice. So, Azra, what do you think about this look? Is this something you're gonna, keep and have for, for Halloween?
I think it's awesome. Yeah, I really like it. I didn't expect it because when you're experiencing it before you get to see it, it's just black and white being thrown on you. But the end result's really good, I think, and I'm definitely wearing it tonight to the party I go to. So this isn't a 5-minute deal for me.
She's not showering.
Coming like this tomorrow too.
I want to touch up her hair if I have time for that. I don't know if I do.
No, we probably don't really have time for that. But
Darn.
they both look really lovely.
Yeah.
And, you know, the astronaut and the hot dog has just taken off his costume. But we will finish up. An extra shout out to shout out to Tipsy for the lovely Halloween costumes. Thank you very much. We're gonna continue, you know.